Welcome back, snacking subjects. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the one, the only Amir of appetite, Caliph of cuisine, the Sultan of snack. Y'all, I got Chipotle today, and we're going to be trying out their all-new chicken al pastor. Cypher is here to inspect the goods. Everything checks out, little buddy? Yeah? Fun fact, I like to refer to al pastor as Mexican shawarma, because actually in the late 19th and early 20th century, there was a wave of Lebanese immigrants, coming from the Levant to Mexico, and they brought with them their traditional style of cooking lamb, which was upright on the spit, and you would carve the meat off. And then over time, they just replaced the lamb with pork. However, the name al pastor, meaning shepherd style, remained. So that's a little bit of the history of the dish over time. Somehow pineapple was added. So let's have a look at this, shall we? Now, I've been hungry all day. I was feeling like Winnie the Pooh. There was a rumbly in my tumbly. And I knew I needed something substantial. So what better time than to do a Chipotle burrito bowl review with this new chicken al pastor. Also notice I hadn't posted in like 4 or 5 days. The week just kind of flew by, okay? I'll have to make it up to you guys perhaps over the weekend. So normally, I'm not a burrito bowl guy. I just go with the burrito. I want the tortilla. I can always use the carbs. And really, I just like to go in there and just pile everything on there until my burrito is the size of a small child. All right? And then I devour it. My burrito always looks like the little sociology project you'd have in school where you have to carry around the bag of sugar and pretend it's a baby. That's my burrito. So today, though, I just chose the bowl because perhaps it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. So you guys can see all the individual components. So let's have a look here. Okay, so what do I have on this thing? Well, I've got, of course, the chicken al pastor, white rice, black beans, romaine lettuce, cheese, fresh tomato salsa, corn salsa, the red hot salsa, and fajita veggies. And so rather surprisingly, but also refreshingly, Chipotle opted to go with the chicken for their new al pastor dish. Now, supposedly this is chicken with just the right amount of heat, with a splash of pineapple, fresh lime, and cilantro. So let's first try to get some of that chicken. If I can excavate and dig deep enough to find it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go for a close-up. Now the rule about flavor, according to the Sultan, is you can see it before you can taste it. Now that's not always true, but it's certainly a good rule to live by. So you can certainly see the nice color here. You see the cilantro, right? So let's go ahead and take our first bite because I'm starving. You get a little more. Now it's not too spicy, but you do get a little bit of heat, which is a welcome addition in my opinion. You get a little bit of heat, then you get a little bit of that tropical, acidity from the pineapple, almost citrus-like, followed by the cilantro. So I think that's a good flavor. It's certainly a tasty protein option. If you prefer that Chipotle-based adobo-style chicken over this, then I could understand that. But this lives up to the billing. So it's good. No complaints there from me on that. So let's dig in a little bit more. So yeah, this chicken al pastor is good. I would get it again. I think there's a slight upcharge on it, but this one is worth trying. If you typically do get chicken at Chipotle, I can't think of why you wouldn't want to try this. When I do go to Chipotle, I tend to stick with the barbacoa or the chicken. So this is right up my alley here, and I'm going to enjoy demolishing this bowl. Hey boy, you smell something good? Another thing you never want to miss out on at Chipotle is their hot salsa. It's really good, and I can never quite get enough of it. Another good piece of the chicken right there. What I say about that flavor, you can see. It's a pretty good sweet heat flavor, a little smoky. I'm a fan. I ain't even got down to the layer of rice yet. I want to talk, but I can't stop shoveling food in my mouth. Okay, here's a question I have for you guys. Do you prefer Chipotle, Qdoba, or Moe's, and why? I remember when I was in undergrad in Colombia, a Chipotle was set to open up near campus, and everybody was going nuts. Everybody was going crazy. And I went there, the grand opening, and I got a burrito, got a chicken burrito with everything in it. And I just remember thinking, is this it? Is this what you guys are going crazy about? Now, I like Chipotle, and I have phases where I'll eat it a good bit within a period of time, and then I kind of get away from it for a while. So it's not something that I think I eat consistently. That said, it is good. I just kind of tend to think it's a little overrated and certainly a bit overpriced. So, for example, you go there, you get a burrito bowl or a burrito, and to add guac, it's going to be extra. Chips and salsa, extra. God forbid you want a drink, right? Whereas around that same period of time, you can go to Moe's on a Monday, Mo Monday, and get a burrito, chips and salsa, and a drink for $5 or $6. And so it was comparable food at Moe's, but a much better value, even if it were not on a Monday, okay? They also had good queso. Moe's has good queso, whereas Chipotle, first, they didn't offer a queso, and then they had this kind of infamously bad queso. So I'll say Chipotle queso is kind of trash. I don't know. It's not that great, okay? But what does set Chipotle apart, I'll be fair here, is the quality of the ingredients and the freshness, specifically, or in particular, when it comes to their salsas, right? Their vegetables, their salsas, that stuff is fresh. And the proteins, the meats are good too, okay? So Chipotle is good, but Moe's is pretty good as well if you hadn't had it. But I actually had a tendency to prefer Qdoba, which I felt like is situated in the middle of those two kind of poles there, where you'd have quality and better value. So if we put Chipotle there and Moe's kind of, I don't want to go too far low, but I would say like Qdoba is a good middle ground where you get the queso. They actually had a spicy Diablo queso. So you'd get the queso Diablo, you'd get good protein, you could get the guacamole included as part of your burrito, you'd get the queso, and it's a step up above Moe's, and I probably prefer that taste-wise over any of these. Now, bar burritos, there's a bar burritos here, and I had it one time. Felt like I was eating a rolled Cuban cigar or something like that. I had a very bad experience with bar burritos. Never went back. Okay, so bar burritos is not even in the conversation. Salsaritas is okay. Baja Fresh is okay. But if you catch Moe's on a Monday, you could still get a pretty decent deal there. But unfortunately, there's no Qdoba around here. So I hadn't had that in a while. I missed you guys. I'll keep the content coming. If you like what you see, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, spread the good word. This is Snackin' Sultan. I'm about to do some major damage off camera. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, y'all.